There's lights flickering in the basement. There's the sound of machinery. And deep beneath the Cardiff Bay, something is a-stirring. Hello, ladies and gents, boys and girls, people of all ages, sexualities, and identities, and welcome back to another Torchwood Review. And today's Torchwood Review is none other than Cyberwoman. Oh, you thought the Cybermen were exclusive, did ya? Did you think that they were only men? Well, that's not the case. Yes, it comes in silver too, ladies. Wink. But all jokes aside, yes, Torchwood went there. Torchwood has a story named Cyberwoman. But let's really get into the plot and the depth of this story. Let's go back in time for a second. In the events of Series 2 of Doctor Who, we find out that Torchwood 2 comes under fire when a bunch of Cybermen come through the rift. At this point in time, due to this massive siege, Torchwood 2 absolutely falls. Yes, as I mentioned in my kind of own audio adaptation, Torchwood 2 just absolutely goes to hell with what the Cybermen do to all the Torchwood employees and everyone who manages to get caught in the building. And in this case, it turns out that Ianto Jones was not in the building, but in fact returns to the building after getting a distress call about his girlfriend. Now, he drags his girlfriend out of the building and manages to save her, well, only for a set amount of time. Over the years, he has been trying to get scientists to help unconvert her from being a Cyberman, but due to, or in this case, Cyberwoman. But due to her immense cyber programming, it's inevitable that she is never going to break away from the code, and all she is going to keep trying to do is to upgrade herself. You will be upgraded. And essentially, in this story, Ianto tries this, but sadly doesn't realise that when he uses up a little bit of the power and Torchwood, he doesn't only lock down the base, but he locks all of the team in with him and manages to accidentally unleash his girlfriend on them. Now his girlfriend, partly converted, finds themselves in a situation in which it's kill or be killed. She tries to plead to the Torchwood team that she can be saved, but soon Jack just reinforces to Ianto that there is nothing that he can do in the world to save his girlfriend from this never-ending nightmare. People who are converted stay converted, and that's just the truth of it. But Ianto won't give in to this, and eventually the only way to stop his girlfriend is to cover her in like a hot sauce so that a pterodactyl can swoop down and eat her. Yes, it's a very violent death, but a very necessary one none the least. So, what did I think of Cyberwoman overall? I really like this concept, and I really hope that it gets picked up once again in the future, because of the idea that when we see the Cybermen, fair enough, they say no sex, no creed, no gender, no ethnicity, because of this whole purity kind of rhetoric they have going against the universe, that the universe is inferior to their kind of ways and the way that they are going to save themselves from the sins of the flesh. However, I do love the concept in this idea that we kind of break down bridges and finally get to see the horrors and the body horror of what the Cybermen do to people. I mean, especially this kind of outer casing and the way that it's incomplete really reminds me of a certain like Telos story I was listening to a while back. I mean, all those stories set on Telos and Mondas and stuff like that, they all kind of play off this body horror thing. And I feel like Cyberwoman in the Torchwood series does a great job of this as well. It really begins to open up our minds, not only to the horrors of the Cybermen in general, but really to like the extent of how far it can go and how painful it can be for those who aren't fully converted. And because it's done so well, that's why I'm going to give this one a 10 out of 10. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next Torchwood review. Until then, goodbye, stay beautiful, and have an incredible day, you beautiful people.